Hi guys, this is Tracy with Inside Pool Magazine. Well, I'm at it again. Oklahoma is burning up here lately. You guys remember Tyler Smith? Got another kid with a 503 Fargo rating. His name is Brayden Bowen. He's out of the Oklahoma City area. I'm going to run his promo video and I'm going to let you guys get a little acquainted with this kid. He's strong for a 15-year-old. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brayden. Welcome back. Hey, Brayden, how are you?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Can't complain. It's a little chilly over here in the South. How are you guys faring in Oklahoma?
It's still a little chilly out here too.
I bet. How's the pool scene going out there in that area for the junior players?
There's not too many juniors out here actually. There's mostly just adults. I mean, you got me, you got Tyler, and just a couple others just pop in.
Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do about that. Let's get you guys' names out there. Well, first off, Brayden, could you tell us how old you are, your full name, and what school you go to?
I'm 15. My name is Brayden Joseph Bowen, and I go to Epic Charter Schools.
Well, you let them know we're lucky to have you on the show tonight, Brayden. We really appreciate them, okay? All right, guys and gals, if you guys have any questions, Brayden will be taking some questions tonight. I'm trying to get some of these kids a little bold. All right, let's see. Do you have any sponsors right now, Brayden?
I do not currently.
Okay, so if you guys are looking to sponsor any junior players, I have one in Oklahoma that could be looking for sponsorship. So let's get started on some of these questions. Brayden, do you have a home pool room that you currently play out of?
I hop back in between pool halls. I play at Lucky's, and I also play at Chester's.
Okay. Huge shout out to those two pool rooms for letting this young gun get in there and get some practice in. Are you playing in any tournaments within 50 miles of your place? And if so, what does the tournament scene look like?
Yeah, I play in one about Friday, Saturday, and Sunday almost every week, and just a bunch of action just pops in there, and just fun times to hit balls around people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. What's in your case, Brayden?
So I have a Biswell cue. It's got a shaft, carbon fiber shaft. I have a Predator BK2 brake cue, and I also have an action jump cue.
Nice equipment that kid's got in that case. Do you have a favorite game that you play besides 8-ball and 9-ball, of course?
Well, I love to play straight pool and 10-ball. Those are just my mains right there.
Awesome. You don't hear that coming out of very many kids your age. That's impressive. I look forward to seeing you play one of these days. Look forward to it. Let's see. At what age did you begin your love of pool, Brayden?
About 9 or 10, about when I quit baseball. I just hopped in the pool scene. I saw Tyler playing, so I was, might as well hop in.
Right. You guys are about the same age. Are you friends or you just hang out around in the same pool scene?
Well, me and Tyler are pretty good friends. We usually message about every other week, just check up on each other.
Cool. It's good to hear. Good to hear. Do you have a support system in the family that helps you out with your game?
Well, my dad, my mom, really all my family. All my family really helps me through it, My pool family, my actual family.
Awesome. Tyler Smith's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. He said, "Kids shoot strong." We sweated a few sets. Thanks for stopping by, Tyler. I'm sure he appreciates it. Love it when the juniors come in to support the other ones. Okay, let's see. What has been your biggest accomplishment to date?
My biggest accomplishment, probably winning all the tournaments that I've won, and probably playing Tyler because his name's out there really, really far out there. So that's a pretty big accomplishment.
Pretty much, it really is. I mean, you guys are hungry for those titles, and I have never seen people fight harder than my junior players. You guys are some really grinders out there for sure. What would you think would be your best tournament? How many players was it that you had to get through? Can you recall one of those?
Uh, about 64, I think, was the top that I had in the tournament I think I played in.
That's impressive. Where did you place? Did you win it?
No, I didn't. I didn't win it. I think I got fourth or fifth.
That's pretty impressive, Brayden. Congratulations. That's pretty impressive. Let's keep moving. Do you have a favorite professional player? If you do, why?
I really like Alex Pagulayan. Me and him just played just alike, and I just love watching him shoot.
He is a firecracker on the table. He had a press release out earlier. He was playing against Jason Shaw and had to quit early in the match. He had hurt his leg, but he felt a duty to tell his fans, what had happened and apologize. Very upstanding mentor you got there. Very, very nice. Good pick. What has been your biggest lesson so far in pool?
Well, I used to be pretty cocky until I really got humbled by a couple of these old schoolers, they just sat me down, so I just started getting humbled.
They'll definitely put you in your place. I mean, I started a little later in life than you did, but I've been around the pool scene quite a bit as a young child. But it's a different environment when the old schoolers come in there, and those lessons are intense sometimes. Especially when you were counting on that lunch money later. Well, we'll move right along. Let's see. What is one tournament you would like to attend in the future and why?
In the future, I would really like to attend the U.S. Open and the Moscone Cup. It's just two big dreams of mine, staying there.
Absolutely. Well, we've got that Juniors Moscone Cup. It'll turn its head back around in another year. I hope to see your name on that list.
I hope I get there.
I'm sure you will. A lot of you kids play pretty strong. We're going to see what we can do about expanding this. After high school, do you intend on furthering your education, or do you plan on trying to make billiards a career?
Well, I do really want to make billiards a career, but I do really want to go to college for law and business.
Awesome. Very nice. Very nice career choices there. Either one of those would be fantastic. Let's see. Do you currently have a practice regime that you go through before you go into a tournament, or do you just run up there and hit balls? Each one of you guys is so completely different with your practicing.
Well, sometimes I do just wing it when I don't really have the time, but most of the time I do hit a couple balls, set up a couple drills that I'm sort of struggling on, that I know I'm struggling on, that I just run a couple racks, and that's about it, and I just go in there.
With you older kids, with you older junior players, each set of you guys is completely different. I noticed that the older ones, you guys have something in your mind, and you'll practice that particular shot over and over, which is very mimicking the pros. Actually, when they miss a particular shot, that's the one they're weakest on, so they'll concentrate on that. I noticed the older juniors are very much that way. Is it the early practicing just bores you now that you've gotten older and gotten better at making the shots, or you feel like if you concentrate on the shots that you're missing during those critical moments, that'll help prepare you for the next turnaround?
Well, yeah, I mean, some of the shots that I know I've missed and I can't really seem to make, and most time it's just the easiest shots, and it just really gets to me in some tournaments and big matches. And my family just says, just keep practicing this shot, just get better at it, and you'll just tend to keep making it.
Okay.
So,
Nice one. Very, very good answer. Oh, I've noticed a lot of you guys mimic a lot of the pros. Those particular shots that you missed in a match before, I'll see you guys doing the same thing. It's a it's a different experience watching it from our younger generation. You guys are coming out strong. Mako Tips is in the house. Hello, Mr. Eddie. Welcome to the show. He says, "Keep grinding, Brayden. Keep grinding, kid." And next one. How have your grades been during your practice sessions, or say you plan on going out of town for a tournament? Have they suffered at all, like coming back in for the next school week?
No, no. As I said, I'm an Epic, so they just give me a computer and they give me a little Wi-Fi box. So if I'm on the road, I'll just bring that with me and just keep doing my work while I'm trying to play.
That's really cool. I'm glad you're keeping up with it. Very, very good. Good role model for our younger generation, Brayden. Thank you so much. How many hours do you think you spend a week on practice?
I say about 20 plus. I really try to get in there and grind nonstop so I can actually make a name for myself.
Fantastic. So during your off time, when you're not grinding it out on that keyboard, getting those grades up there and keeping them there, we'll see you on a practice table.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a table at home?
No, I do not. I used to,
Okay.
that was when baseball season was in, so I just had to get rid of it.
Yeah. You know, us parents have a tendency to say, if you're not using it, give it to somebody who'll use it so we get more room. I completely get it. I'm a mom too. Okay. How do you think you've handled the pressures associated with pool? First off, physically, you said you played baseball, so technically you're pretty used to the long hours or putting in a long session. But what about mentally on the table?
Well, mentally, sometimes, just some shots that I miss, like I said, I just miss it and just really rattles me sometimes. And I just can't seem to concentrate. It just keeps running through my mind that I missed that shot. That was very critical. But when I'm just trying to grind through it.
Okay. I'm sure mom and dad are back there in the background cheering you on. What kind of advice do your parents give you during those moments where you feel like your head's not in it anymore? I know dad and mom come up behind you and give you some support. What words of encouragement that stick in your mind that they say to you to help you get through those tough times? Do you have a particular saying that they say to you to get you through it?
No, they usually just come up to me and just say, stay calm. They just try to make me laugh because when I laugh, I just don't think. And I just go up there and just start banging balls right into the pockets. They just seem to drop.
Well, that's a good one. That's a new one. I've never heard that. You're using humor to get through those tough periods. Well, I'm a little sarcastic myself. Okay. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Apparently, humor also helps in those tough times. Might have to try that. And we're going to get to a couple of tougher questions. Do you feel like the media, our tournament directors, our larger corporations that are putting on tournaments for your adult players, do you feel like we're doing enough for your junior players in your area?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I see a lot of like posts on Oklahoma pool players and stuff trying to get juniors involved and trying to get juniors into different places, trying to get some tournaments set up. So I really do appreciate it because there's a lot of tournaments for these older crowd, not for the younger crowd.
Right. Okay, so it's moving on along in the Oklahoma area. I'm happy to hear that. Hopefully we'll all run into each other soon. Okay, on to the next question. If you could fast forward 10 years, where do you see yourself?
Hopefully, I see myself as a champion. Like a billiard champion. Hopefully I see me up there with Tyler. All these other kids. Hopefully, I'm just there. And if not, I mean, I could see myself as a lawyer or owning a business.
Okay. Well, you could be all three if you play your cards right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of us could use either one of those professions at any given moment, Brayden. That's a pretty good choice. Okay, on to the last one. Well, actually, I have two more. Say a 6-year-old come up to you and he had this brand new cue that he just won in a raffle, and he said, I heard you play pool really, really well. Can you show me how to use this? What would be your best advice to give to him?
I would just say, just keep on practicing, stay humble, never try to get too cocky, because there's people out here that are always better than you. Which I didn't think that when I was younger. I was like, oh no, I'm the best, and then so just stay humble, just grind through it. We all started somewhere.
Absolutely. Good advice. Good advice. Okay, so here's my best question ever. So I find this bottle and I rub it, and this genie pops out of it. And the genie says, I'm going to give Brayden $50,000, but he cannot spend it on himself. He has to spend it in the juniors community. What would you do with that $50,000?
$50,000 on a junior community. I would probably put up a bunch of tournaments. Just try to get the juniors involved in these sort of bigger tournaments like the Moscone Cup and the U.S. Open. Just try to get us all in one place. Just hopefully grind it out and see who's the better winner that day.
The king of the hill or the queen? Oh, that was a fantastic answer. I like that. Is anyone out there that would like to ask Brayden any questions before we end the segment? Don't see anybody popping up, but I do have a few extra questions. What are your plans coming up during your next 2 vacations? Do you have a tournament in mind that you're trying to get to?
I do not have a tournament currently in mind, but if I see a tournament wherever I'm at, most likely I'm probably going to go to it, unless I can't get into the pool hall, or it's just sort of tougher about me, about the younger crowd. Just can't really get into some pool halls.
This is correct. This is correct. And you are currently in the Oklahoma City area, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, guys. If anyone out there is in the Oklahoma City area that is putting on a tournament that will allow junior players in it, please feel free to reach out to myself or Brayden or his parents. You can leave a message with me or with Inside Pool Magazine and let us know if there are any tournaments in the area that these junior players can get into. They would really appreciate the information. All right, Brayden. Well, it's been fun. I appreciate your time, sir. And if there's anything ever I can do for you, you please reach out to me, you or your mom or your dad. I'd be more than happy to help you out. Okay?
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And do me a favor. Next time you're out and you're shooting pool, send me a couple of video clips. I'd love to post some of those in our new billiards group. Make sure you join it, okay?
All righty.
All right. You have a good night and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
You too.
Have a good evening.
You too. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, these kids are coming in strong. I have never seen such fighters out of junior players in my life. Currently, we have some junior players coming in from Puerto Rico, and they've been shooting strong. If we don't support our junior players right now while they're right in motion and they're coming in as strong as they are, then they will lose fire before they get up there into the pros. So make sure you're buying those raffle tickets, and make sure you're supporting our leagues, our organizations all across the board. Well, this is Tracy with Inside Pool Magazine. On behalf of myself, Nick DeLeon, and the magazine, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time with another junior out on the scene. You never know where I'm going to be next, and I will be popping into some new venues coming up soon. If you will allow a junior player in your venue, send me a message. I'd like to check out your place. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.